And now, Country Entertainment presents The Ginger Chronicles with Country and Deathicus.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Ginger Chronicles. It's your boy Country, and with me is my little sidekick, mini ginger friend, Mr. Mark. Man, brother, it's been over a month. How's it going?
Man, it is going. Where it's going, but it's fucking
Oh,
going.
looks like we got some stuff to talk about
Yeah.
today. Man, how's the weather out there in Nashville, Tennessee?
Right now, or at least right before we started, this storm started back up. So got a little bit of a thunderstorm in right now.
We've been dealing with that every day here. We're a little bit south of Denver in a town called Castle Rock. It's in between Denver and Colorado Springs, and it's stormed. It's probably stormed every day, but it only storms for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then it goes away.
Mm.
Pretty awesome looking storms too, because you can actually see neighboring towns. You can actually see in a distance where it's actually raining already, and I mean it's amazing. You just actually see the rain dropping all the way over there, and just nothing where you're at.
I bet that must be beautiful.
It is the fun. One of the funny parts was we ended up getting an apartment while we looked for a house. But when we found the one we want to move into, we were filling out the paperwork, and the lady that works in the office, she was saying that the other day before we got there, they had a major hailstorm come through, and she started laughing. She said, "We hardly ever get hailstorms." And I shit you not, man. We leave to go take a tour, to go walk around the property one more time, and they started hailing everywhere. So I laughed. I've seen it already 3 times since we've been here. So I'm like, yeah, they hardly ever get it. I doubt that.
Mm. I can't even remember the last time I actually saw hail.
No, living in Tennessee, I think it was '90s the last
Hmm.
time I saw hail there. So they said they get it all. I mean, the people who've lived here long enough, so they get it. They get it here all the time. But I think they said they've only had 6 tornadoes here in like the last 70 years, something like that.
Holy
So
hell!
yeah, they get hailstorms and thunderstorms all the time. I mean, we've had thunderstorms almost every day, but as far as tornadoes or anything, I doubt we're a little bit high up. That's probably what happened. We're actually higher up than Denver, so
No. Yeah, hell. Back in Mississippi, we hardly ever got tornadoes, but like the ones that we did get would were so fucking destructive. Like we got one. I want to say about 10, 12 years ago, and it literally wiped Smithville off the fucking map. Like
wow.
destroyed the entire town. Nothing was left.
Well, you remember what it was like the one that came through Nashville back earlier this year?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That
that
was the
was
goddamn Kickstarter of every fucking thing. Yeah, I definitely can't wait till I can get out.
what Tennessee.
Yeah.
How's everything going down there right now?
And they I think it was yesterday, the mayor passed down a bill that all the bars and shops and shit like that have to close down at 10.
Yeah, I read something about that. Any restaurant that serves alcohol in Nashville, Davidson County area, they all have to close by 10 o'clock. Did it officially go through?
Apparently, yep. Because I think it starts from with the boss tip, and I think he said it starts Friday night that they have to start closing down at 10.
Hmm. Yeah. So speaking of the mayor setting that curfew, I also saw a video. It looked like it was produced by TMZ. I think I'd seen another copy on one of the Facebook pages where I guess someone driving around downtown was pretty much like taking a video. It looks like Broadway outside the restaurants and was making a big deal of how busy it is. Yeah, so this is definitely outside of Rippy's, where you currently work and where I used to work. And okay, yeah, you see groups of people outside. That's outside. That's public
Yeah.
property. A lot of people are making a big deal about how there's no such distance. Well, that's up to the police and to enforce that on outside. That can't be blamed on the bars. That's
Yeah.
now as a former employee of Rippy's Honky Tonk. You're a current employee, so people may say you're biased or whatever you say. As a former employee, I have no reason to be biased anymore because I'm not employed. I don't even live in the area. I moved. But I will say this: from the day one we were allowed to reopen, I don't know what the other bars were doing. They may not have been, from what pictures see, they may not have been doing what they've been doing right. They're supposed to be doing, but we were doing everything that the health department asked. I mean, we went
Oh
to
yeah.
half capacity. We cut down in staff so that so that the servers could still make money, the bartenders could still make money. I believe at the time when I worked there, we masks weren't enforced on the customers yet because the city hadn't enforced it.
Now they just started that last week or some shit like that.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean the employees though, I mean I remember we for like for what the first 2 weeks I mean that we were masks and gloves like crazy. Then they sort of kind of
Oh
relaxed on
yeah.
gloves a little bit. Throughout the health thanks to the health department,
The
but
the damn gloves were insane because they like because I'm a busser. I go and I clean the tables and stuff. That's my responsibility.
right,
So like
exactly,
more than even the servers, it's like I'd have to go. Have the mask on, have the gloves on, get a bottle of spray, get napkins or paper towels stuff because they didn't want us using the rags no more, which is completely understandable. Smart move. Get everything off the table, spray the table, let it sit, then spray the seats, let it sit, wipe it all down, take all that back, then immediately change gloves. So we were going through like I think the first day I went through 40 pairs of gloves minimum.
I, I believe it. I mean, we're going through boxes like crazy. Well, out here in Colorado, man, like it's funny because I remember before when we first thought about moving out here, right, I guess right beginning middle of quarantine, during that beginning to mid April point, I looked at the numbers, and Colorado is actually ahead of Tennessee when it came to like all the numbers as far as like having more cases, more deaths. Not like a drastic ahead, but they were ahead of them.
Yeah.
And now I've seen what the Colorado's that they've had pretty much masks been mandatory. It's now mandatory statewide. The governor made that mandatory last week. Before that, it had been mandatory in most of the counties. They Their numbers have actually declined. Hell, you look at New York's numbers. New York's numbers have declined a great deal. I mean, it's sad when New York. I mean, I've looked at numbers in Tennessee and Florida and Texas and these states. Their numbers are going up constantly, and you got New York who's declining and doing a better job handling this than those states.
I mean, they're just idiots down here. It's the South.
But when it comes to like Nashville, when it comes to the bars, back to what we were talking about, our bar, like I said, when we both worked at, I can say for a fact we did everything the health
Mm-hmm.
department asked. Now, whether or not the other bars were doing that, I don't know. I was not in those bars. I seen a couple pictures. Pictures can be misleading, so I have no idea. I can't speak for that. I can only speak for what I saw us do,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm sure they're continuing to do, and that was follow everything by the book and do the right things. People can say, well, they shouldn't be open. Okay, well, they are, and they were doing everything by the book while they were open. The other bars, like I said, not there. I can't really speak on those.
Yeah, same.
But it looks pretty busy down there, though, especially on the streets.
It's I'm tired. I've been off for 4 days. This is my fourth day off, and my legs still hurt from last week.
Well, yeah, because it's only like isn't it only like the ones who sell like mostly food are the only ones still open down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a whole lot of them. I mean, majority of the ones down there are alcohol. They're
Yeah,
bars, and some of those
yeah.
shut down.
I think it's like only four are still open right now.
So, what do you think? You think Tennessee might be headed for another quarantine?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm sure.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I only go by. I mean, not living there no more. I'm not really talking to a whole lot of people as at the moment. Been pretty busy just checking out Colorado mainly.
Yeah.
Um, but what I see in the news and stuff, it looks that way. It looks like they're heading towards that way.
Yeah. Which like other than making money, like my job and stuff, like being in quarantine doesn't bother me. All I ever do, even before all this shit, like I would go to work and then I'd go home. So I mean,
Right.
I'm here anyway. Like I'm always streaming or
How's
talking to people.
how's your streaming going?
It's going good. Been getting a few new followers.
Sweet.
Switching back to playing that Dead by Daylight game. I think I told you about it, and I have a few friends that play it now, so I'm not just playing it solo. I got some people helping out. They'll stream and we'll stream together and stuff like that. So it's going good. A game you need to get. I really want to fucking mention this to you. I didn't want to do it on the phone. Get Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Get it tonight or tomorrow. Fucking get it. It is beautiful. And I can't remember the last time a brand new game has made me this happy.
Is it Ghost or Ghosts, like plural?
Single.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Came up right away.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a samurai. Okay.
Dude.
Okay. Yeah, because you were mentioning something about a samurai sword earlier to me. What's
Mm-hmm.
going on with that?
I was bored earlier, and I was like, let me look this and just because I was like, I wonder if I could find some on Amazon. So I looked on Amazon, and obviously they're all the cheap $50 stuff. And so I just typed in authentic samurai swords on Google, and I think it's called handmade sword, and these are authentically made, like constantly folded, full tang, everything like that, beautiful design swords. And I'm legit thinking about purchasing one. It's beautiful, and I've always had a fascination with Japanese culture, Chinese culture, stuff like that. Most of the video games that I play have something to do with the Japanese culture. It's just always fascinating. I'd love to go
You ever been
visit.
to Japan?
I haven't. I've the only time I've been out of the country was when I was real young, and I was technically smuggled into Canada.
You're smuggled into Canada.
Yeah.
I think now actually that's a new a job actually. They got coyotes taking Americans to Canada.
Oh my god. But
smuggling you up north, man. Get you away from that.
give me some of that maple. But no, I would love to visit Japan.
Yeah, it's definitely on my list for sure. Not China anymore.
Yeah. I watched this one guy, his channel on YouTube is Abroad in Japan. And so his last name is either Broad or Abroad. So it just kind of fucking fits. And he moved to Japan like 7 or 8 years ago, not speaking the language, but he moved over there to be an English teacher. And
he moved over there to teach them how to speak English, but he didn't know how to speak any Japanese.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was weird.
That's pretty brave.
Yeah, but his YouTube channel is based on like teaching people what to and what to not do in Japan. Like, don't tip because they don't work off the tip system and stuff like that.
It's a lot of Europe as well.
Yeah. If like how you especially just like me knows how like on Broadway when a light's red but the walk signal's not there, people just fucking walk anyway.
Right.
Like that is apparently a huge fucking no in Japan. Like
like New York where they'll give you a ticket or is it worse?
Like they'll give you a ticket and fine you and shit like that. He explains all kinds of stuff like that. Then he travels to like almost every city and shop and like films him and like all kinds of stuff like that. It's awesome. He had one episode he visited a fucking fox shrine and like there was hundreds of foxes around. It's like I would fucking love to visit that place.
So what else has been going on with you here lately?
Sure, not much. I did purchase this.
Where'd you get that from,
baby? Amazon. This is like $30, and that's a real oxhorn.
Have you drank out of it yet?
Not yet, but also bought a mead making kit. So I'm gonna find a decent recipe to make mead, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna tinker with it, like to like kind of add different flavors and shit like that, like some blackberry, like some kind of tart.
Hmm.
And if I get a really fucking good one, I'm gonna see if I can market that and sell it.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going all out Viking, baby. It's
There
just
you go. Get that beard even longer.
right.
I
I
had
need
to
to get
I
I need to get
trimmed
some
mine up
oil.
finally.
Yeah, I need to trim the sides a little bit. I need to go get some oil for it.
Yeah, most time I don't need it. I mean, occasionally I'll put some in, but most time mine doesn't need it.
Yeah, I need it for like to like strengthen it up because I have mine in a ponytail all the time. I'm always losing them, so it's kind of uneven. I might actually cut it about to there and like kind of let it grow back out evenly,
Okay.
and just like make sure I put that oil on it so it doesn't break as easily.
Yeah, I just happened to go to a barber for the first time and since I guess March, and I told her I was like, I guess it was down to probably right here,
Yeah,
and I told her just take a little bit off, and she, but it feels pretty good, especially if you got to wear that mask everywhere. I'm not eating a lot of hair like it was before.
oh dude, like I need to trim the mustache tonight because when I put that on, it's like it pushes the mustache up in my nose, and it's so fucking nasty. And you can tell I haven't been to the barber in a while.
Oh
He-
yeah, the sides are growing back. Let's get you
yeah.
some clippers, man. Do it yourself.
I had my brother do it a few weeks ago, and it looked like a fucking square in the back. I was like, dude, you gotta fucking
Oh
fix this shit, asshole. He
my
was like, it's
goodness.
not even. I was like, or it's not uneven. I was like, if I can see it, it's the back of my head. It's goddamn uneven. How do you not see?
I'd hate that because like, I shave mine myself because I'm completely like bald underneath here.
Yeah.
So I shave mine myself, and so when I go to do my sideburns or my beard begins, sometimes like later on after I finish, I'll notice that I'm like that much off. 'Cause I can see where it's like slant, like just a down a little bit, and then after that, it just drives me crazy till I fix it.
Oh yeah. Shit. I'm thinking about I've been thinking about just like shaving everything off,
Okay.
getting going full like Ragnar Lothbrok and getting some fucking head tattoos, like some Viking runes and shit. Then letting it grow back out so it's hidden. Either that or leave the long part and just have the Viking runes like framing it. Have you seen how long this shit is, by the way?
Uh. Holy crap, dude, that's getting long.
Like, yeah.
So I can't grow my hair. I can't grow any hair up there anymore. So wasn't for this, I'd be suck.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we'd both be weird looking fucking dudes if we didn't have our beards. I know I look weird. Hold on, let me.
Oh, I've had people actually track down old pictures of me on Facebook and tell me never to shave my
Mm,
beard. Yeah, nobody can see that. Barely. Oh, holy crap. Look like a
yeah,
little kid. Little baby Mark.
that's why I don't shave. It is. It is not good for me. It is not good for anybody. No one wants to see that. What are you working at now?
Oh, I just got a job. I start tomorrow, actually. It's going to be a little hole in the wall bar out in Parker, Colorado. It's like a
Okay.
little pool hall. I'll be bartending. I'll be doing some serving, but mainly just bartending. But one of the things I've been thinking about doing is because we know a lot of people in the industry, and if you ever seen the movie Waiting,
Oh,
for those of y'all out there, if you ever seen the movie Waiting, it's probably the most accurate
yeah.
depiction of a restaurant
Just,
behind the scenes or what
just
goes
don't
on.
watch the second one because it
Oh, it
fucking
sucked.
sucks.
Oh, the second one was horrible. I'm
I
glad they
re-
didn't.
I regret every moment
Uh,
watching that fucking
it
movie.
it was a horrible. So the sequel, but most sequels kind of suck. Very few, very
Um,
rare are they any good.
yeah,
But
they normally don't suck that bad though.
they did so well with the first one. They should have just left it alone.
Um,
Um,
they
but
all try to
those
milk that shit though.
right, yeah. But we're gonna try to milk it on this podcast because one of the things I want to start doing is, since we know a lot of people from the industry, is having people on the podcast that are in the industry. We're going to call it Tales from the Industry,
Gotcha.
and we're going to have people tell their most outrageous stories of things they've seen in a restaurant. I think that'd be pretty cool. So hopefully get some people on here. I've already got one of my former managers. He was just me and him was just trying to link up the same time frame so that he can hop on, and he's got a couple stories he wants to tell. I'm curious, man. Do you have any interesting stories or?
Um, I've got a few because my first job, uh, or first industry job was at the Tupelo Country Club down in Mississippi. So, a lot of high end like lawyers,
Oh yeah.
mayors. I don't know, the Reed's
Yes.
jewelers.
Mm-hmm.
I worked their son's wedding. And you want to talk about people just losing their minds. Some of the guests broke into the liquor closet and were just fucking putting wine bottles in their bags. I just went, what the fuck y'all doing? They're like, oh, they said we could. Like, no, they didn't. I just fucking watched you break the goddamn law. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? It's like, I know it's not the rich people, it's their fucking friends that they invited over.
What about downtown, man? Because I've seen some crazy shit go on downtown. I mean, I
Uh,
saw one lady one night, and this was at Rippy's. It was hilarious. We were upstairs on the patio area, and the band was playing. And this drunk lady, I mean, she was drunk off her ass. She was throwing just a dollar bill at the band, trying to force them to play a song. And anybody that works downtown knows the band ain't playing no request for you for no dollar.
hell no.
So they politely tried to get her to, to move along. And she kept, and this is a while ago, this was before COVID. This is probably like last year or sometime, but she kept throwing a dollar out to where the security had to come, you know, kick her out and tell her it's time to go. Well, this lady started swinging at security. Next thing I know, this lady is downstairs. Lady, she's in her 20s, so she was a girl. This girl was, they had her hog tied on the Broadway sidewalk, face down. I'm talking about hands and feet, hog tied together. She was still, you would think most girls would be crying because, trying to get out of the situation. No. This crazy bitch was still throwing a fit. I mean, going berserk. I'm sure there was more than just alcohol in her system. I mean, she was like, MF for this, I'm gonna kill you, will let me go. And it's funny because her friends were standing right there. The whole time her friends were like, oh, she's not normally like this. She just let her go. We'll take her home. She'll be okay. And I'm sitting there looking at them trying to make it sound like she's a saint. Look down at her and she's all just going, fuck you. Ah. Next thing you know, she's in the back of the police car. Out of here. See ya. Went on to the
Jesus.
station. Oh, yeah, I see some pretty crazy shit. That's just mild, actually, some of the stories that I've seen. And which y'all
Yeah.
can check out here soon. We'll have definitely some more stories about the industry coming out. That's for sure.
Uh, I think this was before you left, so you might have heard of it. But a little while, I think it's like a week or two after we reopened, right after the first quarantine, like it was two girls and a guy came in and they were upstairs and they hadn't been here for like 10, 15 minutes. And when they came in, they were fine. I don't think they had anything to drink. So they didn't have time to get drunk, 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
So I'm thinking the girl had something else in her system because she fucking said she was going to the bathroom, but she walked behind the Jumbotron we had and tried to fucking walk out the window.
Tried to walk out the window.
Yeah, on the second floor.
What the? What?
I was, yeah, I was like,
I don't think I don't remember hearing anything about that. I don't think I was there for that. Was it
yeah, like
within the
she
last
just tried to
month?
but like her friends just like, she just got up and walked, so she would go to the bathroom, but tried to fucking go out the window. She was either just drunk or something. Like they had to get the ambulance, had to take her fucking to the hospital and shit.
Actually, that 10 o'clock curfew now is sounding more and more logical.
Oh, dude, I'm
But
look, I love
I see
making money.
you get after
Even,
midnight downtown Nashville, people are stupid. I mean,
dude,
there are
they're keeping us past midnight. Like every night, because I always work night shift.
right.
But the earliest I get out is 2 o'clock. Like it's insane. They're staying open that fucking late. And like I
Well,
love
y'all
the
one of the
money.
only spots, only one of the only
Yeah,
spots down there still food.
it's like I appreciate the money, but fuck, like sure, because like last week I worked 5 or 6 days straight. From 5 to fucking 2:30, 3:30. I'm tired, dude.
That's how my hours are about to be because this new place they stay open till 2 o'clock every single day.
But now the good thing about it is like I've had plenty of money lately to do stuff. I'm upgrading the computer. Got 2 new sticks of RAM. I got terabyte hard drive, a new terabyte hard drive for like recordings and stuff. And I'm gonna get another SSD that's gonna be at least a terabyte, and I'm gonna have it just for my video games. That way, everything's on a separate hard drive. It's just easier to keep up with. Like this one right here, I'm just gonna use it for startup and like software files. That's it,
Okay.
dude. I can't. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but I was going through the pre-builts one night, and this motherfucker had taken a big microwave and turned it into a computer.
What?
Yeah, yeah. It was
You gotta send me a picture of that. I gotta see
did it.
that.
If I can find it, I'll send it to you. And it was like
See if I can Google that real
it was
quick.
like $850, and I was like, you know what? Maybe. Like I thought about buying it, dude. That's like that's goddamn hilarious. Hell, my one of my best buddies, Matt, he took a old SNES console and turned it into a computer. It didn't work 100% because like it was so compact it would like overheat real easily.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures from microwave computer.
Oh, right.
There you
Yeah,
go. That is pretty cool.
we had one of my old buddies when I worked at Best Buy. God, that was years ago. I was
Were
20 when
you part of
I
the Geek
started.
Squad?
No, he was. I wasn't. I started off in shipping and like inventory, and then moved on to the sales floor.
Okay.
But he built a computer inside of a fish tank and used what was it? I think it's mineral oil that doesn't fuck with the electronics. So like, he filled the fish tank computer with mineral oil, and it like worked. Yeah, like we had it on display at Geek Squad for like people to check out. Yeah, this dude did some awesome work, dude. Like we'd had people come in, and if you ever do, for anybody out there, if you ever buy the parts for a gaming computer and you don't feel comfortable putting it together yourself, even though it's really simple, you can actually go to Geek Squad. Or they should still do the service, and I think it's like maybe $100 service, and they'll build the PC for you.
For only $100?
I think it's only 100. It was about that price when I
That
worked
seems
there,
pretty
but
low.
that's about yeah, but that was about 10 years ago. So,
Oh, okay. So it's
but we had this one dude come in, and the computer this dude had them build was ridiculous. I think this dude had at least $3,000 worth of parts, and we built it for him, and he wanted us to test it out. So we had this Samsung area, like it had a couch, fucking like desks and all this shit. Like it was just like showing off Samsung shit, and it had this baller ass TV. It was like the best Samsung TV at the time. So we plugged the computer into that, and it ran simultaneously and had no lag, no skips, nothing. Ran Crisis 2 or Crisis 3, WoW, and it ran so fucking smooth. It was beautiful.
I know you're not big into sports, but I know you heard about Washington Redskins changing their name, or they're going to change their name.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Have they announced what they're going to change it to?
No, they haven't. They're still. It's funny because I heard a rumor today that they're thinking about. I don't know if you ever watched the movie called The Replacements. It starred Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
actually really liked that movie. It was good.
one of my favorite movies there. And you know how the Washington Sentinels, Well, rumor is they're thinking about possibly changing their name to the Washington Sentinels. So that could be.
You know what? I might actually start watching their games if they do that. That would actually be pretty fucking funny.
Bring out Keanu Reeves, change his name to actual Falco, and bring him in to throw.
No, he's just their mascot. It's just like a big Keanu Reeves. Oh my god! No, the mini Keanu Reeves, the shrunk down version, that little meme. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like
it's like a mini version of him.
Yeah, like it was a meme because he's in the game Cyberpunk, and so then during the announcement he came out and talked to the stage or talked to the audience and stuff, and somebody like squished him down and put it beside him like a mini Keanu.
Speaking of Keanu, did you hear that they're actually coming out with a new Bill and Ted movie?
Fuck yes, dude. Have you seen the trailer?
I have. It looks freaking hilarious. It looks awesome.
Somebody said I think he's coming out with that and something else on the same day. I think it's like 2 Keanu Reeves movies coming out on the same day.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Johnny Silverhand, Cyberpunk 2077. Yep. And he's got the voice recordings for that video game.
Which, that video game, I want to say I'm going to be streaming it a lot. I might actually not be able to stream it, and I might have to just record it and put it on YouTube.
So yes, the new John Wick movie will be coming. It's the 4th one. Will be coming out in 2021, and the 4th Matrix is currently being filmed, and it will also come out. Looks like 2022, I believe.
Can you imagine how difficult it is right now to shoot a movie?
Oh, I know. I mean,
because they're like skeleton crews.
Probably at least double, triple right now of how long it's going to take them to film a movie. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pull up, and we're going to watch the trailer for the new Bill and Ted.
25 years ago, you played a concert in front of the entire world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco night. Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world. Why can't we just go to the future when we have written it?
Whoa! Take it from ourselves.
But isn't that stealing?
How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude?
Jesus.
No way! How'd you like our song?
It's a little on the dark side, but that's cool.
Oh, that looks freaking awesome, dude. I mean, it is crazy. In a way, looking at just the trailers, like they did some CGI on Keanu a little bit. It looks like, I don't know, looks like they might just try to cover up the beard instead of him shaving it. But
I don't like the non-beard look. It's just, I've seen him so much with a beard now. It's like,
oh, yeah, it's John Wick, dude, straight badass.
Right. Watching that trailer makes me think awesome thing comes out of this quarantine and shit. I hope it's the resurgence of drive-in movie theaters. Because I've never been to a drive-in movie theater, and I've always wanted to go to one. Like, I've never think there was one in Mississippi, at least not in my area.
I know there's quite a few in Tennessee. There's actually one in, I think, Watertown, right outside Lebanon. They actually have two screens, the double feature. There used to be one out in Dixon County, out in a town called White Bluff, Burns actually used to live out that way. There's one out there. It should still be operational. There used to be a couple more. I think they actually tore them down. So there's quite a few not too far from you, about an hour from you.
No, dude. Like, right now is the time to, like, get into that shit. If you want to talk about social distancing, you mean in your car, separated from another individual?
There's no more social distancing than actually being in your car. But what about the drive-in concerts, man? I heard there was a couple of them, or at least one I know of, in the Nissan parking lot, Nissan Stadium parking lot where the Titans play. Had like a country one out there, didn't they?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't hear any feedback on, like, if people enjoyed it or not. So
I saw a couple people post on Facebook like they were having fun, but I mean, I kind of like that idea. They got, from what I read and pictures I've seen, it's like they have like everything like marked off, and like I guess like you have your own square of space. So like you can get like you don't have to stay in your car. You can get out and dance around your like in your own space. You just can't go in other people's space. So it's you and the party you came with, all together, and you're just social distancing from everybody else. So I think it's a cool little way to keep music going and stuff, and people can go to concerts, instead of having to wait for all this to be over. No more mosh pits for right now.
I don't know what I would say if I saw it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I saw a mosh pit tonight,
Well,
I
a mosh pit in the new concert is more like Crash Up Derby. So
would just lose all hope.
I'd love to see one at a country concert. I think that'd be hilarious. It'd be Bud
Yeah.
Light bottle smashing.
Yeah, but like, we just call that a fight. Like, that's what that is.
That's just a bar fight.
Yeah, that's just drunk rednecks.
Oh yeah. One of the things though I am working on a new little side project is me and my girlfriend. We've been doing like going checking out all the sites and stuff in Colorado, and I'm thinking about putting together a little adventure show. We're going to probably do on YouTube. We'll try to start recording. Yeah, it should be fun. We'll try to start recording some of our adventures, and like today we went to the zoo. I recorded a lot of it. So definitely all y'all out there be on the lookout for that. That's going to be not anytime soon. We got a lot of we're going to do a lot of hiking. A lot of stuff we want to do here in Colorado is get to where we can hike up some of the mountains like the 14ers and beyond. There's a lot of pre-work you got to put in, a lot of practice and training you got to put in before you can get to that type of stuff. But yeah, I've got some stuff we're recording right now. A little, show for me and her we're going to put on, showing our little Colorado adventures and adventures outside of Colorado. So everybody be on the lookout for that. Hopefully have something going in the next, I'm shooting for probably about the beginning of the next year. So some little side project we're working on. Also, those of you out there in the restaurant industry, hit me up. Would love to have you on, tell some of your most hilarious, outrageous stories from the industry, our tales from the industry segment. Definitely interested in hearing what other crazy stuff. I've got a lot more stuff that I'll Mark, buddy, you got anything else you want to add today?
Only thing I can think of is you mentioned like new segments and stuff like that, and for YouTube and stuff. I've actually started uploading to YouTube again. I think I told you the other day.
Yep.
I'm actually making a separate playlist. It's gonna be called the Silent Treatment.
Okay.
And it's gonna be walkthroughs on video games, but no commentary. In like, for at least for me, a few of my friends feel the same way. Like, ever been stuck in a part on a video game, you look up on YouTube and it's like 90% of them are like decent. There's just a lot of jokes and like unnecessary commentary and stuff like that. When it's just like, I just want to see this go through, just show me, point this, point that. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Most of it's gonna be no commentary. I'm gonna edit the video to where like, if like I'm at a safe, I'm gonna pop up a little window and like on a map and show where to go to get that and stuff like that.
Nice. Have you when do you think you'll probably start launching that on YouTube?
It's gonna be a few weeks. I'm gonna try to get like 3 or so games recorded. Right now I'm working on Resident Evil 2. And then I'm gonna probably do like a horror game, then action game, then like an RPG, then like kind of do a rotation.
Okay.
So something fresh, something different every week.
Nice. That'd be definitely interesting. And what we'll do is when you start launching that, we'll just let everybody know on here. We'll drop a link and for people to find you on YouTube and watch your channel. Definitely.
But
all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining in today. For Mark, I'm your boy, Big Country. Thank you for tuning into the Ginger Chronicles, and we will see you guys next time.